Godfather 916. Last week was interesting. Before I go on further, let me ask you all. I'd appreciate if you like, subscribe, share wherever you see the Rodfather 916. I sure appreciate if you join, so because I'm trying to grow us back at least by 20,000 by the end of the year. That is my goal. So let's talk about last week, shall we? In no particular order. I'm not sure how many Americans love Jimmy Kimmel, but I tell you, they showed him the love, and they showed Disney the hate. I've had my Hulu for like 12 years. I canceled it 2 or 3 days ago. My First Amendment rights. I know Donald is saying all these executive orders, a lot of them that technically he can't do, but he figures if I sign a lot of them, I keep the courts busy and keep everybody distracted. Look this way, not that way. That's what he's doing. And what's coming out, it actually came out the same day. Disney really didn't want to get rid of him. ABC didn't want to get rid of him. But 2 affiliates, I think it was Blackstar and the other one was Sinclair, saying if you don't get rid of him, we're not going to show him on our shows. And they represent probably 25% of all of ABC's affiliates. So Disney said, we're going to suspend him. And I think it would have been all right, except, Sinclair Broadcasting, which has, I think, 22 to 25 affiliates, said, listen, if he comes back, that's only after a public apology. And he is to make a sizable donation, a noteworthy donation to the Kirk family and to Turning Point. To which Kimmel said, yeah, okay, you hold on to that. And he's suing Disney for $1 million. And I wasn't the only one who ended their subscription. So many people did so that by the time you see this video news, it's going to be close to $4 billion this cost Disney. In addition to protest, in addition to people boycotting its parks. But like I said, we have to keep in mind, this is still a distraction from Donald. He's happy that we're talking about Kirk, which I'll get into right after this, and then Kimmel. But the distractions won't go away from Kimmel. He thought he was all right. Kash had taken everything. You remember Kash? I mean, he gave the best performance of any FBI director I've ever seen. I don't know anything. I'm going to be combative about the things I don't know. I am going, since you're yelling at me, I'm going to yell at you, but even though it doesn't make sense, and no, I'm not going to answer your question. And yes, I know nothing about Epstein. Nothing. But the Democrats could have, Joe Biden could have known. What? Good job. The Academy Award for the worst FBI director the U.S. has ever known goes to Kash Patel. And the crowd goes wild. Meanwhile, since Patel is taking all the heat, Donald's over in Europe. Europe is not happy. Not over in the UK. UK is not happy. George is not happy. King George is not happy. Give him this MF a Happy Meal, or his regular burger will open, because there are tons of McDonald's drive-thrus in the UK. And get him his Diet Coke and listen him on his way. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is still happy that everybody's talking about Kirk and everything else. Until yesterday, during the memorial, somebody tweeted, and I believe his name was Thomas Massey. He's a member of the House from West Virginia. a Republican, reminded the world that Charlie Kirk says release all Epstein's files. So Kirk family, I don't think you're going to get that memorial. I just don't think it's happening for you. I don't think there's going to be an Air Force base or a carrier named for you. You're almost there. Doggone it, open up that door. So now, if you look at, I think some of you have already seen, because that's how I found out about it. Thank you, somebody from Clovis, California. There are people in the MAGA world who believes that maybe Trump and Patel has something to do with Kirk's murder. Now, do I believe that? No. But I don't believe what Donald Trump says either. So here we are. So that's how we're starting off the week. Right now, there are whispers about Donald Trump, who's trying to right now he's trying to convince the world that Joe Biden had a way of doing it, or his son Biden, Hunter Biden. Meanwhile, this is Rod Father. I'm going to end here. I hope everybody have a great week. Wishing everybody love, joy, peace, and happiness. And I really appreciate you watching. Love, joy, peace, and happiness. Please celebrate today, because tomorrow is not promised. I'm out of here. Bye.